So I woke up this morning and I was like, let's be controversial.
You know BTS!
This is editing Landon, and I just want to pop in to say, I don't know why I made this video. I'm sitting here editing, and I keep thinking, no, I should have put this in a different spot. No, this should have been a different spot. This is like an impossible task. So before you watch this video, just know that, like, I hate me too. So, love you. Enjoy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Landon, and we are here again today to do a little ranking that I know is going to ruffle some feathers in a good way and a bad way together. But either way, your feathers will be ruffled. Today, I gave myself the impossible task of ranking all of the Chapter 2 music videos from BTS in order from my favorite to, I don't want to call it least favorite, but just like somebody's got to be at the bottom of the list. And it's not even like a bad thing at the bottom because like that's homophobic. But today, we're going to be ranking all of the music videos from Chapter 2. Tay is so close to putting an album out, but I wanted to do this video now, so I'm doing it. And if you want an updated list in the future, you won't, because you probably haven't even made it this far into the video. But if you do happen to want one, let me know in the comments down below. This is gonna get crazy. And let me start with the disclaimer saying, I loved all of these Chapter 2 eras. I loved all of these videos. I think the boys did such an amazing job putting all this together in their solo careers. But that's why I think this is a challenge to be able to go through and rank them. I thought it would be fun. It probably won't be, but I'm here to try. I'm here to frickin' try. Anyway, let's get to it. I'm scared. You should be too. Another little disclaimer here. I did omit some videos that really weren't real full music videos, like With You, My You is beginning to look a lot like Christmas, Our Island, etc. So I'm nervous to say this, but here we go. There's a total of 15 videos, so the number 15 video. And I put this here also just to prove that I'm not biased, okay? I'm not biased, and I just want to talk with y'all through it. Number 15 is going to be August D, People Part 2. Wow. I bet you never thought you'd hear that. Yeah, me either. But I was making this little list here and I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, Yoongi's other videos just stood out so much more to me. Yes, don't get me wrong. He looks amazing in People Part 2. There's so many beautiful shots in this and the song is so serenading and smooth. But when it comes to all the songs we've talked about today being the title tracks and everything, I had to be honest with myself and let you guys know that if I had to rank them, it would probably be in last place. And that's not saying it's bad. Can we just please say that? Can we just say that real quick? That doesn't mean it's bad. It's just my opinion. I love it. I still watch it and I still vibe with it, but we have some other August D songs that are going to top a little bit higher, if you know what I'm saying. So number 15 of this list is August D, People Part 2. Moving on now to number 14. I threw this one in and I kind of put it at the bottom because I was like, I guess it's not an official release, but I wanted to give him another video to kind of work with a little bit. So we're going to be putting number 14 as Dreamers by Jungkook. Don't get me wrong. This was a cultural moment, such a big moment in Jungkook's career. The video is fun. I love all the symbols in it and everything too. I love the culture that's wrapped around in the video. When it came to the other 13 songs here on the list, I just couldn't find myself putting them above the rest. So that's just my opinion though. Look who we are the dreamers. We make it happen at number 14. Like, don't get mad at me, okay? It's still an amazing song and I loved his performance and I loved everything he had to do for it and I'm so glad they chose him. So with that being said, that's why I put it at number 14. But don't worry, y'all, it gets worse. Just play it. I'm not gonna post this video. I feel shitty saying this, but like when you make a ranking list, something has to be towards the bottom, you know? It's not like you can rank them all at number 1, even though I wish I could. Number 13 for this is Namjoon, Wildflower. This song is so big and so powerful, and I loved it. I will say out of all the songs on the album, it wasn't my favorite song on the album, so I think that's why I kind of crept down a little bit. But Eugene's voice is so beautiful in that too. The scenery, the visuals, amazing. But at the end of the day, when it came down to it, I have another Namjoon song that I'm liking a little bit more. And I'm just a little bit more partial to the other songs on Indigo, though this was a great single that he chose here. We'll talk about the others in the future. All right, next up is number 12. This one's gonna get a little dicey. Number 12, I put Love Me Again by Tay. Now, I do love this song. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful video shot in the cave system in Spain, and the outfits that he's wearing is so nice. Compared to the other videos, it's just lacking a little bit as far as storytelling and stuff. It's a little bit more of like one of those pre-release videos you'll kind of just put out, rocking around, and I liked it. I loved it a lot. I thought it was very sad, honestly, in a good way. It got me very emotional. But like I said, there's some other from Tay coming up in the future that we haven't even been released yet that I think like the real single is, so I'm excited to see what those are gonna be. But for now, I'm gonna be putting Love Me Again at number 12. Yeah. And before y'all say anything, but please say stuff because engagement. But before y'all say anything, I want want to see y'all try this and then see if you don't feel horrible like I do. Like, I don't know why I woke up this morning with craving violence, but I did. Okay, number 11 for me is going to be On the Street, J-Hope featuring J. Cole. To me, this was the perfect collaboration. I loved the visuals of it, but what really gets me is the fact that J-Hope and J. Cole work together. J. Cole is like Hobie's namesake, was inspired by him, Hope World, Cole World. To have this moment happen was iconic. And I'm so glad we got to get this from Hobie before he did leave. But I'm so much more partial to the rap, and seeing them together in this rap and seeing Hobie walk in the streets of New York and all of that, being with J. Cole in the same video, it puts a smile on my face. So that's why it ranked up a little bit above the others. And I just want to say congratulations to him again. Because the next one, number 10, we're sticking with Hobie Hopes. This one's going to be J-Hope Arson. This one's fun too. This one's just a little bit more simplistic. It does have like some visual change-ups towards the end, but for the most part, it's very simplistic music video, but I really enjoy the song a lot. So it didn't rank at the bottom, but it didn't rank at the top because it was kind of that little mix in the middle of giving a great amount of visuals, kind of like Love Me Again by Tay. But I'm just here, you know, I just love rap and I love Hobie's rap. So that's why it ranked up a little bit more, inked up just a little more. Now we're going to get into like the rest of the top 10, and this is where things are going to get a little wild too. So everybody just remember, this is all subjective. I made this list in about 4 minutes without much thought. So, you know, I really did a lot for this. These opinions will change every single day, also every single second. So take whatever I say and throw it out the window and watch it fly, because it's probably not worth a poop. Number 9 on this list is Like Crazy by Jimin. Now, hear me out. I love the video a lot. The video of this one is so great to me. When it comes to his other single video that he put out, we'll talk about that in the future, wink wink. But for now, I had to kind of take it and measure it along the statistics of my love for the song and my love for the video. I do like the song a lot. It's just not my favorite on the album whenever I compare it to everything else. The video is what rescued it up though, because I'm like, the video is so beautiful. I love the way it's shot and everything. I love the different effects, the sense of blurriness being in the club. It reminds me of my old days when I was a young little whippersnapper. No, but don't get me wrong. It's a really enjoyable video, and the song is fun and very radio friendly as well. I just think when it personally came down to it, we're going to talk about it. There's another song by him that tops it a little bit more. Moving on to number 8 of this list, we have Rainy Days, I'm Thinking About You, Tay. V. This is a newer video as well. I am still holding out for the thought that Tay is going to be delivering a lot more to us with the 5 music videos. But like I said, I wanted to do this now, so that's where it's followed on the list. I really love the Tandy dupe that they have in there. I love all the visuals with the art, the painting, the sculpture coming to life. That kind of visual effect really kind of stood out to me. And when it came to Love Me Again and Rainy Days, I think Rainy Days is like topped a little bit more for me on a favorite song list. So that's why I did rank a little bit higher. And I just know Tay's going to be producing 3 more music videos, so I didn't want to like give him all the top spots yet, because I know there's a lot more to come. Like, the best video promises yet to come. I just know it. I know that. So don't get mad, but number 8 is Rainy Days by V. And I'm just so ready for Layover, the whole full album. I'm ready to hear his deep, sultry, smooth voice up top these R&B filled tracks, jazz inspired. Like, it's gonna be great. Moving on now to number 7, Amygdala by August D. I love this song. I love the idea, the meaning, and everything behind this song. The video as well, telling a story. But when it came down to it, things were starting to get hard. Things were really starting to get hard to rank, okay? I started regretting it at this point. Actually, a little bit further back, but I'm still full of regret. Number 7, Amygdala. Gave him that lucky number 7 too. I thought that would kind of make up for it a little bit. I think that it is one of my favorite tracks on that album, and the video really does a great job of hitting all the emotional pinpoints and really taking us on a journey through his story, through his life. And I'm proud of him for sharing that, because I know how hard it had to be that vulnerable, especially when you've already built up this huge fan base. Like me, I put an album out and be vulnerable, and I have a couple hundred people listening to it, but this is millions of people that are watching his vulnerable story. So to me, it just speaks a lot, definitely. And I still love it. Speaking of still, number 6 on this list is Still Alive. I love this video so much. I love the effects they have with it, with the world kind of exploding, the multiple Namjoons walking around. And this song is just so hype and so fun. To me, personally, this would have been the first single, the main single from the album, and I get that it wasn't, but him and Anderson .Paak together truly just make this perfect. This is the Namjoon. If you want to know what my favorite song is, still Lonely from that album, I can honestly put it on repeat. I can put a lot of these songs on repeat, but that mean when I say that, I can put it on repeat like 40 times in a row, and that's kind of unheard of for me. But Still life, it kind of just brings the art and Namjoon together into that perfect little mix, and that's the one for me. That's the video for me from Indigo. So that's that. Now we're getting into our top five videos from chapter 2 of BTS. Starting out with number 5, it's our one and only Jenny Jin with the astronaut. I really wish Jin could have gave us a little bit more before he left, but I know that he's gonna be the first to kind of put stuff out when he does get back from enlistment. The astronaut, him working along with Coldplay, his BFF Chris Martin, it really just, it hit right. It hit so right. The music video was so cute too, to have kind of the little story of him with the child, but then also it kind of turns into this whole world of visual effects where he goes into space. He is the galaxy. He's not just worldwide handsome, he's GWH, galaxy-wide handsome. And that's something we really needed to take into account when we did this ranking, that a new standard was set. And I really just love it too, the lyrics of this one. Only thing maybe they made it rank down a little bit lower is that that's not how you do a crossword puzzle, but it's okay because we got the message across that we needed to get across. So Astronaut is number 5. Number 4 is More by J-Hope. Yes, Hobie coming in with More. This is how we started off Jack in the Box. This was just such a different side for Hobie. It gave me all my rock feels. It brought me back because you know what? Honestly, Hope World was nothing like this. He got extra points for thinking outside of the box. No pun intended. No pun intended. Maybe a little bit. But he had all these effects too, the skeleton talking and during the x-ray and all the different like visuals of the world stopping around him. Like I just thought it was such a beautiful picture being painted. And I truly loved this side of Hobie. Hobie with the dark eyeliner and kind of a dark Hobie. And like, I'm here for it. I want to live in this world of Jack in the Box. And you know, we also just got the Jack in the Box Hope edition too. So I've just been reliving that for sure. And More is definitely up there for me. Let's get into our top 3 now, bitches. Number 3 on this ranking list is Set Me Free Part 2 by Chim. Now, to be honest with you, if this video wasn't in like a one-shot location, it could have had potential to be number 1. Let's say that Set Me Free Part 2 was given the treatment of Like Crazy, but it would have been number 1. It would have been number one. But this may be my favorite song from chapter 2. Like it's teetering. It's very hard to choose a favorite song from chapter 2 because they're all so different. But this is the one that I'm just like, yes, every energy I need, the hype I need, every single emotion I can experience in that. And then of course Chim with the little see-through shirt. Not to add the number 1 reason that this is in the top 3, the dance. The dance, the choreography, the dancers in it, the way that it's shot is brilliant to me. It's perfect to me. And honestly, I've said this before, like no hate at all. This would have probably been my number 1. This would have been the main single for me if I was choosing through Face, trying to pick a single. But I definitely understand Like Crazy being the single because it was a little bit more subdued, more pleasant for everybody's ears in the world. So we'll give him that. So congrats to Chim for number 3. Number 2 on this list, I told you I'd make up for it, 7 by Jungkook. 7 has been a cultural phenomenon. It has been amazing. Lotto being on it too is something that I love because I love that representation. I love their working together. I love that collaboration. Some people may not have. That's your problem. But I love the video for this one so much too. It kind of told such a dramatic story in such a short time. And what else would it be if it wasn't a Jungkook video that was over dramatic? Bitch got swept away by the wind, was drowning, was running on top of a train, like in a coffin. Like that's so him. If he's gonna do something, he's gonna do it to the extreme, and that's definitely the extreme. Plus the song gets stuck in my head and he says fuck. He says, fucking you right. That gave it 20 million extra points. Definitely. I love seeing this new side of them. Chapter 2 is not playing with you hoes. And JK came here to let you guys know that. I am ready for the mini album and the other single that's coming from him that might change up some stuff. But for now, 7 is number 2. Yeah. And then finally, number 1 for this video, ranking the top 15 BTS Chapter 2 music videos is Hagum by August D. Yeah. You thought I would put my baby at last and I give him first place also? No. This one tells the story. This one continues Daeshita's energy, anger, emotion, and that's what Yoongi brings to every single track too. So I have probably watched this one the most out of every single one of these videos, and I'm obsessed with this song. I'm obsessed with the direction he took. I'm obsessed that I got to see it live, happening live. Yes, I did. And I am such a Yoongi stan too that August D, my bad, had to top this chart. I think that D-Day is definitely one of my favorite album compilations, or what am I trying to say? The album altogether is one of my favorites, and I'm just so proud of him for continuing this story and being so fucking badass. Like, just seeing this, like, kind of more villainous side of Yoongi and stuff, it does things to me. It does things I'm not proud to admit, but I'll admit him here. I'm just kidding. But so, for that fact, he became number 1. Congrats, Yoongi. You don't win anything. This is all made up and doesn't matter in real life. But in my heart, you're number one. You're number one. So this is it. This is the list. This is my top 15 ranking music videos. And I know for sure you're disagreeing with me in a lot of areas. And that's okay, because I'm hating myself for even putting this out there. This was the hardest thing I had to do in a while. And to the second, questioning why I'm still recording. Should have just shut it off and said, keep the shit to yourself. But you know what? This is YouTube. I'm here to shake shit up. Huh? How about it? And I wanted to stir the pot a little bit. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Guess you'll find out. All right, everyone. That was just a fun little game I decided to torture myself with by ranking the 15 music videos from Chapter 2 that we have gotten so far. Please let me know down below. Write your list out, 1 through 15. Let me know what you think of all the videos. See how difficult it is to put one of our boys in the bottom position, because it's not saying it's the worst, or I'm not saying it's bad at all. I'm just saying I had to rank them. That's like the point of a ranking, everybody. In case you didn't know after you watch this whole video, somebody has to go down there. And I'm still obsessed with all these songs, all these different eras, and music is so subjective. Video and art is so subjective. So that's just my opinion. But let me know what you think. While you're down there, make sure you click like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, I love you. See you soon, but until then, bye. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. I'd love to know them by name. So